Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're OG, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Cass. I post videos all about content creation, filmmaking, and branding. And today we're going to talk about how to find cast and crew for your film, web series, whatever you're making. Let's get it. So as you guys may or may not know, this video is actually part of a series I've been creating called Create a Web Series. Make sure to check out the other videos. I go deep into the pre-production, production, as well as post-production process that went into creating my web series top 5. You can also always watch my web series top 5. I'll link the information below. But today we're going to go all into how I found cast and crew for my web series and how you guys can find cast and crew. I will say I was at a slight advantage when it came to finding cast and crew because I was on a college campus. And I now know I was at an advantage because now that I'm not on a college campus, finding cast and crew is a whole different thing. So I did have the access to the brilliant actors and actresses at the university I was attending. So I actually did start with crew. So once I had my scripts written, I knew top 5 was going into production. I kind of had a layout of the production plan and a master schedule and some visuals just to kind of show people, you know, I'm serious about what I'm doing. I started to look for my initial crew. So I knew I was producing top 5. Obviously I wrote top 5 and I wanted a director, cinematographer, as well as just like an associate producer to kind of really help me get and keep things on track and organized. So those were the first 3 crew positions I seeked out. I wasn't necessarily trying to seek out women, but it ended up being a full women crew initially, so that was a lot of fun. So I contacted someone who I thought would be cool with cinematography and art directing, and then associate producing, and then we came together in my dorm and we had a meeting. That's where I kind of went over the information with them, sent them the scripts, told them about the master schedule, and then from there I did something for the first time. It was kind of random. I wasn't planning on doing this, and I've never really heard anyone do this before, but I decided to let them choose the rest of the crew in a way. So basically, you know, we needed an assistant director, production assistants. So I let them actually go out and find their own people to assist with this. So it was kind of like, you know, I had a group where I could report to them, and then they can report down and get whatever help they need with making the vision come true. So I did that, and that was actually pretty successful. And I ended up having various directors actually contribute to produce a directing of top 5, and then I had very excellent production assistants. Definitely some of them I bumped them up to associate producer credit because they were definitely, you know, working hard on set with me all the time, and the schedule was a lot. So if you watch my last scheduling video, then you did get to see a peek at some of the schedules that I had to create, and I was in classes my senior year and working, etc. So yeah, the schedule was pretty intense, but it was a lot of fun. I like challenges and intense moments. So that's how I found my crew. After that, it was time to go public to find the cast. So I found my crew, and what I did was I kind of created like this promotion thing. I felt like me and my crew were pretty well known around campus, so I put all of our pictures on this promotion flyer that we post on our Instagrams and our social media, just to be like, hey, you know, us 4 are coming together to create something. If you want to be a part of it, I did a virtual casting. This wasn't even a pandemic time, but what I did was I created a website. I already have a website for my production company. So what I did was I made a link on that website where people could submit virtual auditions and had the rules and the information and everything, so people were able to submit virtual video monologues that they recorded. So that's how I did my casting, was virtually, and that's how I really promoted it, was using, you know, the crew as the face of the production, creating a mock-up poster and then just spreading it all over social media. Of course, by spreading this production all over social media, I started to get more contacts of people interested in being a part of the crew. So, you know, from there I was able to really grow a thorough crew. I will emphasize with cast and crew, especially cast, you definitely need people who are going to be there, be able to commit, or at least you can work around their schedule, because it's going to be very tough if you have a cast member that last minute decides they don't want to be a part of it. I was very blessed that top 5, every cast member, no cast member like backed out on me last minute, but just make sure you have a very committed cast. You do want a mostly committed crew. There may be a few crew members that fall off, and I did have that scenario as well, but crew is not you know, they're behind the scenes, they can be replaced or someone else can take on their job for that day that you're on set. So yes, you know, get as committed of a crew as possible, but definitely get a committed cast. If you need to, you can have them, you know, just sign releases so that they could commit to be there. I did not have that. I did not have releases signed because I'm like, if you truly do not like being here, then I'm not going to force you. But I think it was a very positive and fun set, and like I said, I really did work around everyone's specific schedules. So that's how I got crew and casting for top 5. So I think the biggest things are to, you know, just kind of be observant. This is my first big project on campus, although people did know that I created a lot of videos. So I was very observant of other people interested in film and just how determined and motivated they were and serious about film. And that's kind of how I came up with the idea of my initial crew. And then, like I said, I let them go reach out to people. So at the time I was a senior, I didn't really know any freshmen, so a lot of them didn't know freshmen, so that's how I got a lot of freshmen on my crew. That just really helped me, like, meeting a lot of new people who were very interested and very committed to the project as well. Alright, you guys, so I hope you enjoyed today's episode of how to create a web series. I hope you guys now have some kind of mindset on how you can go and find your cast and crew now that you've planned your series, you've written your script, you gotten your schedule together, as well as your budget and your money. You're ready to get your cast and crew. So next week we will be talking about next week, man. So next week we're going to be talking about location scouting. Hey, I got some new tips on location scouting that I didn't know at the time of top 5, so we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. See you guys next week. Make sure to check out my Saturday video, and we out.